Mindkiller Doomsday. It's a combination between the Epic Storm and, well, Doomsday, featuring cards like Burning Wish and Doomsday. Let's go check it out. This video is proudly sponsored by Card Market. This is the Epic Storm Doomsday hybrid called Mindkiller Doomsday, and it's a donation deck from community member Art Vandelay, who wants you to know that if you're interested in working on this deck, to join the Doomsday Discord. They have their own separate channel in that community to talk and discuss this deck. Well, what exactly is it? It's basically just the Epic Storm merged with Doomsday. I wasn't wrong. It is a mashup of a deck. So you have your 4 copies of Burning Wish, you have your Doomsdays, 3 of them in the main deck, 1 in the sideboard, so that way you can grab it with your Burning Wish. And then you have Epic Storm classics like Echo of Eons, Song of Creation, Beseech the Mirror, the main deck Tendrils of Agony, or your Gaia's Will loop. Then a card we used to play in the Epic Storm, Wishclaw Talisman, then Mox Opal, Lotus Petal, Chrome Mox, Lion's Eye Diamond. A lot of these things should look familiar to you. And then the Doomsday part of the deck is actually quite small. It's Doomsdays, 2 copies of Cabal Ritual, the Thassa's Oracle, 1 copy of Deadly Dispute, and then a few copies of Spoils of the Vault. The idea is that your Deadly Dispute acts as your cyclers, so your Street Wraiths or your Edge of Autumns, and then it draws into your Lion's Eye Diamond, Spoils of the Vault, that you then spoils for the Thassa's Oracle. That's how the deck functions, and it's a pretty small Doomsday package. In order to support things like Deadly Dispute, you are playing Vault of Whispers that also work with your Mox Opal, so you do have a reasonable artifact density. Only 10 lands. This is something that I'm curious about. Current Epic Storm decks play 12, going down to 10 and then losing the ability to play Pulverize or Reverent Silence does make me wonder. That said, the community's been working on this, and I'm sure that they have an idea of what they'd like to accomplish with this deck list. So we're going to take it for a spin. Hopefully it's pretty good. If you enjoy it, like, comment, subscribe, join that Doomsday channel in their Discord, and thank you again to Art Vandelay for supporting this channel. See you in the first round. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, early access to videos, exclusive members only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, like theepicstorm.com/shop, or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Welcome to match number 1. We are on the play with Mindkiller Doomsday. Here we have a hand where we have Echo of Eons, but no way to discard it. We have protection. I think I'm actually going to try this because I have the ability to hardcast Echo of Eons around turn 3, and it's something I'm interested in. So we'll play the Vault of Whispers and then play Duress. If this was a Thoughtseize, you might be able to target yourself and discard the Echo of Aeons, but that's not an option with Duress. And we're facing some abomination of a deck here. Alright, so Chalice of the Void plus Double Force in their opening hand. Okay, that seems fun. Let's get rid of maybe the Chalice of the Void. We'll play the Lotus Petal and then pass the turn. This Echo of Eons in my hand is going to be terrible due to the Hull Breacher. If that was a Thoughtseize, I probably would have taken the Hull Breacher. The opponent plays Ancient Tomb, and they drew Chrome Mox for turn. Okay. So they should be able to have a turn 1 Hull Breacher here. They imprint Force of Negation. Okay. So this Echo is not going to do anything. Should I throw away the Cabal Ritual to keep the Lotus Petal here? I don't know. I think the blue mana could end up being better, or red mana, so I think I will throw away the Cabal Ritual. Because if I draw something else, this Lotus Petal might be more valuable, so I'll play Doomsday. We don't have a Cavern of Souls, by the way, so we do have to answer the Force of Will before I would theoretically try to play the Oracle. Doomsday on the stack. It was quite a good draw. They Brain Surge in response. Doomsday back on the stack. Force of Negation, exiling Force of Will. Okay, I will pass the turn. Like, this definitely seems like a deck somebody built just for leagues, because this is, I'm not trying to belittle my opponent here. It does not seem like a viable deck for the wider legacy metagame. And I'm really not trying to be salty or anything like that, but like, how does this deck ever beat Moonstompy or Eldrazi or anything like that? Like, this deck is clearly here to beat fast decks in leagues, which is fine. Like, go get that value if that's what you want. They play a Hull Breacher, and they use the Flooded Strand. They grab a Thundering Falls. One of my better draws would actually just be Beseech the Mirror, and then Into the Guise will win. They attack, we'll go to 17. Another Echo, not very good. Okay, pass the turn. They swing, we'll go to 14. And they're passing with 4 cards in hand. Another Lotus Petal. I will pass. End step, they tap for 4 mana to hardcast a Brazen Borrower. Interesting. And now they'll attack for 6. This puts me to 8. If I drew Doomsday at this point, it would not be good enough. And we draw the Geiswell. Of course we do. If you've watched my videos, you know that Geiswell just, it always wants to be in my hand. Alright, we're at 2. I have no idea how we could possibly win this now. They're at 11. Narset Parter of Veils. Okay. So I think how I win this is I draw exactly Beseech the Mirror, and our opponent needs to not have free counter magic in their hand. Off of the Narset, my opponent finds Chalice of the Void, and they play it for 0. So I'm punished for holding the Lotus Petal for Storm, but I think that's what I was supposed to do. Okay. We draw the Tendrils. So I could play 2 spells and then still be dead on board. I will concede and we'll go to the next one. Okay, so that was delightful. We'll bring in Galvanic Relay. We want the Veil of Summer. We probably want the Beseiju. Take out Echo of Eons. It's just not good against the Narset Hull Breacher deck. I could even see an argument for bringing in the Empty the Warrens over Song of Creation. We probably want to leave 1 Galvanic Relay in the sideboard. That brings us to 63 cards. We'll shave 1 of each Mox, and now I need 1 more cut here. Maybe 1 Spoils of the Vault. It's not really a card I think I want in this matchup. We'll try this. On the play for game number 2. This hand is very mana hungry. I don't think we're allowed to keep this. Like, yeah, you have a bunch of things to do, but what are you casting? Like, none of it. We'll go to 6. Begrudgingly keep this, I think. Bottom a Chrome Mox. A flaw I see of this deck is that when looking at the sideboard, the Epic Storm usually plays 1 Beseiju, 1 Abrupt Decay, but you have Gamble to find them. With this deck, you have 1 copy of Beseiju, and you have 2 Wish Claws. So it doesn't seem like enough to me. Like, yeah, you have Chain of Vapors, but those aren't good against Chalice of the Void on 1. So that's a concern that I have. I'm willing to sit. I don't want to, like, Galvanic Relay for 4 probably isn't good enough here. So I would like to hold, get a little bit more value out of this. They play an island, 5 cards in their hand. We draw Vault of Whispers. I'm just going to continue to play land and pass. If they have end step Hull Breacher into untapped Days Undoing, I accept that as a loss. Like, I just don't think Galvanic Relay for 4 is going to be good enough against the 8-force Chalice of the Void Hull Breacher deck. I think one thing that happens is people get too afraid and then they make bad decisions. I'd rather lose on my opponent drawing the nuts than me just make bad decisions and then lose because I was too anxious. They cycle Lorien Revealed. Alright, they play the island. Stock up. Okay. They pass the turn. Guys will back again. Can't help it. We'll play Chromox. And with drawing an imprintable, I can play the Dark Ritual here, just for a little bit of extra storm. And the stock up changes the math a little bit in my opinion, knowing that they are more likely to have the Days Undoing next turn. So I'm going to try a Galvanic Relay for 4. We reveal Mox Opal, double Vault of Whispers, empty the Warrens. Not that great of a Galvanic Relay. They attack with a Hull Breacher. Ouch. They play Sink into Stupor as a land. We draw Duress, but Duress isn't even great here when there's a Chalice of the Void in play. It does make Storm, I suppose. So we'll cast it as a spell. And then I will play Empty the Warrens. My opponent plays Force of Negation on the original. And now the Storm Trigger is still on the stack. And now they're going to consign to memory with Replicate. Okay, sure. They have 2 cards and then they draw up to 3 here. Land for turn. And that's a Days Undoing. Okay, they forgot to attack first. I draw a Galvanic Relay that is not likely good enough. They swing. I will go to 11. And another copy of Stock Up. Chalice of the Void on 0. Lion's Eye Diamond. I will pass the turn. Unlicensed Hearse. Okay. The Hull Breacher now attacks. I will go to 8. Tendrils of Agony. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. I have enough currently to hardcast Galvanic Relay and Tendrils. So if my opponent loses a little bit more life, we might be able to pull this off. They swing. I will go to 5. They play Chrome Mox into their own Chalice of the Void. I need a spell here. Okay, let's try it. Veil of Summer. I have exactly enough to cast everything. So I need to hope that they try to counter my Galvanic Relay. That is how I win this. We'll play Relay for 3. Please interact. They did not interact. Chrome Mox, Lion's Eye Diamond, Gemstone Mine. I could try to Tendrils for 4 here, but it would only put them to 1. I'm dead if they can flash in a Hull Breacher on the end step. I think I'm supposed to just pass. Because Tendrils here is not lethal. They use the Unlicensed Hearse and an end step Brain Surge. They fetch down to 8 with the Flooded Strand for a Thundering Falls. Surveils away Sink into Stupor. They play Stock Up. Any creature here to crew the Unlicensed Hearse kills me. Another copy of Stock Up. And a Hull Breacher. So that will be lethal. Okay, so that is how the first round went. Not the matchup we wanted. We got paired into somebody who clearly wanted to beat up on combo. That happens sometimes, but we're going to keep our head up and try to get the remaining 4 rounds. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Let's try that again. We are on the play for match number 2. We have Metalcraft. So this is a turn 1 Doomsday. I think we try this. Keep. I think that this deck is slightly flawed in the fact that it is harder, much harder to Echo of Eons. This feels like the old Epic Storm list where Echo wasn't quite as good just because there was no gamble. There's only 2 Wishclaw Talisman. So you have 4 Lion's Eye Diamonds that you can naturally draw, and then only 2 Wishclaws. It just feels like your deck is missing something. So it's a lot harder to play these Echoes, and when you're running Duress in your deck, you can't even target yourself. So I think that's another odd thing about Echo of Eons. It's just like you're trying to force something to work that naturally shouldn't. We'll put Oracle, the Deadly Dispute. We probably want a Duress or something. I don't think we actually need Lion's Eye Diamond, so let's put in another land somewhere in here. Probably the Vault of Whispers. Or maybe Gemstone Mine. Yeah, I like Gemstone Mine because we're going to sacrifice the Opal anyway. That's 4 cards. Maybe another Gemstone Mine just in case. So I'm trying to play around multiple copies of Wasteland here, which might be silly, but I think it's kind of free to do so. So we'll put 1 land on the bottom. I'm going to draw Deadly Dispute next turn, and then if we put Oracle in the middle, Gemstone Mine, Deadly Dispute, pass the turn. So I can play Oracle next turn. It just depends on what they're doing. I guess a reason to put Lion's Eye Diamond in the pile would be, and I just realized this, is if we put a Lion's Eye Diamond in the pile, if they countered my Oracle, I could Echo and then spin and replay it. And it looks like they're on Oops All spells. And they kept a hand that was not a turn 1 win. I don't know why you would do that. That seems foolish. They take the Burning Wish. We will play Deadly Dispute, sacrifice the Mox Opal, play Gemstone Mine, and I will play the Thassa's Oracle. Okay. We are not playing Leyline of the Void. If you caught my last Epic Storm video, it does have 4 Leyline of the Void in the board. This donation deck from Art Vandalay does not have Leyline of the Void in the board. Instead, you have 4 Galvanic Relay for the blue matchups, where round 1, we got smushed by a non-traditional blue deck. I mean, that was a blue deck designed to beat combo. I don't think it could ever beat, like, back-to-back creatures entering the field, but hey. So I do think the relays were fine. I do wish we had ley lines right now, but you can't have it all. I know that some of the Oops builds play Leyline of the Void in the board, but maybe you're not supposed to bring in Chain of Vapor for that. That might just be foolish. I think I'm going to just resubmit. So this could be a turn 1 Echo, assuming we even get a turn. I'll try it. They kept 6 cards. Dark Ritual, and they have the Spy. Let's see how they sideboarded here. Looks pretty standard. I don't see any Leyline of the Void. They have Wear Downs, not Force of Vigor. Okay. Well, we lost game number 2. We will resubmit. So later on tonight, we're going to be recording the Eternal Glory podcast, and the topic is on the next BNR update. I honestly don't know what I would do to fix Legacy, but if I'm being honest, I do not like Legacy right now. I think that it's pretty rancid, so I've been playing a lot of Pauper instead. Normally when I'm not recording, I'll play like a League at night, and I've just been playing a lot of Pauper because, like, Reanimator still being the best deck after multiple ban cycles doesn't feel fun. And then the next deck being Moonstompy, just like, it's not great for somebody that likes to play combo decks. And then right underneath that is Oops All Spells, like this turn 1 combo deck where it doesn't even lose to Mindbreak Trap or Graveyard Hate most of the time. So it just doesn't leave me feeling great. So instead of playing a format I dislike, I've been playing Pauper, a format that I love. And I don't know what you actually do to fix it, because I don't think the numbers for Oops All Spells are not over the line to be banned. But I do think the deck is just, like, not fun to play against, and I've watched people play it, and it doesn't even seem particularly fun to play. So I think Legacy is kind of just in a spot right now where it kind of just stinks, and instead of playing something that stinks, I'd rather just do something else with my time, which is what I've been doing. All right, well, we have a win here, assuming they don't have... Well, actually, hold on. If they do have ESG Veil of Summer, which we did not see Veil of Summer last game, but hypothetically, I just want to think here. I could go Burning Wish or Doomsday, play the Doomsday, Deadly Dispute. Yeah, we have a win here that beats Veil of Summer. But, like, no list play Veil of Summer, so I don't know why you would do it. So I'm just talking through this. You sacrifice the Lotus Petal for red. You play Burning Wish using a floating block. You grab the Doomsday. So that should be 7 mana minus 2 is 5. Doomsday minus 5 is 2. You play the Deadly Dispute with a 2 mana floating, sacrificing the remaining petal. You'll create a treasure. You draw into Lion's Eye Diamond plus Spoils of the Vault, and then you Spoils of the Vault. You know what? Let's do that instead of Tendrils. That seems fun. So we'll play the Burning Wish. I mean, I could win with Tendrils of Agony here. It's probably the safer thing to do. Less misclicks. We'll do it. Sacrifice the petal with the Deadly Dispute just for Storm. This way I can draw and create Storm, because I was 1 Storm short previously. Alright, and the opponent concedes the match. Alright, so we got our first match win. Woot woot. We are now 1-1. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Round number 3 on the play. So this is a Deadly Dispute hand where you have to hope to draw into action. Sure, we'll try it out. I do think that Deadly Dispute is sort of a underexplored card in Legacy. It's so good in Pauper that people want it banned. I personally don't think it should be, but there's a chance that people double main deck Leyline of the Void, sure, that people should be playing more Deadly Dispute. We'll play Chrome Mox, Imprint, Cabal Ritual, play the Opal, and pass the turn. I guess I could try to Deadly Dispute on my main phase. Maybe I should have. So the reason to Deadly Dispute on the main phase is if you draw Doomsday and if they have Dark Ritual Opposition Agent, I don't know. Thespian Stage, okay. Lotus Petal, sure. End step, let's Deadly Dispute, sacrifice the Vault of Whispers, Beseech the Mirror, Duress. That might have been a turn 1 if I had done it in my main phase. Through Natural Storm. We'll play land for turn. Dark Ritual. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to just main phase the Deadly Dispute. Beseech the Mirror. We will grab Song of Creation. Play Duress. Target you. Trigger the song. And if they have Orcish Bowmasters, there's 2 main deck copies of Veil of Summer. There's a Tendrils. Dark Ritual. So they have a turn 2 win. I mean, that's pretty good for them. I'll play Mana Confluence. That's my second land of the turn. Play Dark Ritual. Storm is 5. We draw a Duress and a Burning Wish. Okay. I think I'm going to play Burning Wish here. Like, the Duress doesn't do anything, and I drew garbage. Okay. Yes. Let's grab... Song of Creation with Doomsday does not work, so I will grab Beseech the Mirror. We'll play Duress. I draw cards that don't do anything. We'll play a Duress. I need 0 mana spells. There we go. We'll play Chrome Mox. Another Beseech the Mirror. We'll imprint. Play Chrome Mox, imprint Burning Wish here. Ooh. Alright, so the only spell I can play is another Burning Wish. We'll put it on the stack. And I fizzled. Yikes. So whatever I get here is going to be discarded. Might as well grab, like, Galvanic Relay, I suppose. Pass the turn. Our draws were very clunky. And now they can play Dark Depths. But they're 1 mana short of activating it. So I guess we have 2 turns here. Unless they draw, like, Dark Ritual or some other fast mana for their turn. We know their hand is Ancient Tomb, Dark Depths, plus Dark Depths. They play 1 copy of Dark Depths. So if they drew a Spirit Guide or Dark Ritual or something, we could be in trouble. I draw another Burning Wish. Which, how many is that? This is Burning Wish number 4, so it has to grab the sideboard Tendrils of Agony. Or I could win with the main deck Thassa's Oracle. We'll grab the Tendrils just in case. I'll play my first land for the turn. Lotus Petal is land number 2. There's the Oracle. I'll play Veil of Summer. 26 cards left in my deck. Lotus Petal. Lion's Eye Diamond. Alright, we have it this time. Dark Ritual. We'll play another copy of Mox Opal. Tap the Opal for a blue. We'll play another copy of Mox Opal. Okay, play Lotus Petal. 14 cards left. Play Cabal Ritual. And now we have enough to play Tendrils of Agony. Sweet. Target you. Alright, so some sort of Helm deck. We'll bring in Chain of Vapor. We probably want Veil of Summer and Beseiju. This doesn't seem like a great Duress matchup to me, so I'll take those out. I need 1 more cut. I'm going to say Cabal Ritual number 2. We'll submit this. Game number 2, my opponent has taken a mulligan. We will keep this. I don't know how much I love it, but it's a hand that plays Magic the Gathering. They open up on Leyline of the Void, so this Echo of Eons is not super useful. Basic Swamp, and a Thoughtseize. So if I were them, I would take the Chrome Mox here, because the entire hand is dependent on Chrome Mox, but we'll see what they choose. Without the Chrome Mox, you can't play Deadly Dispute, you can't cast Doomsday on time. I mean, it's just got to be the choice, and our opponent agrees. Veil of Summer. I will pass the turn. Swamp, and it looks like they're about to pass. Guys will, right on time, baby. Right on time. I hate that card so much. They play an Urborg. Sure. Lion's Eye Diamond. Play out the Mox Opal. Pass the turn. Opposition Agent. Delightful. Yep. So the 2 Doomsdays in my hand don't work. The Echo of Eons is shut off by Leyline of the Void. We're in trouble. Yeah. And they have a Helm. Alright, we're going to go to the next one. There's no one draw that gets me out of this, so let's get out of here. I will resubmit and we'll try it again. On the play. Do I keep a hand that can't beat a Leyline of the Void? I don't think so. This is interesting. Yeah, keep. Bottom Tendrils. They did not keep a Leyline of the Void. Dark Ritual. Doomsday. Alright, so I think we want the standard pile here, which is going to be Deadly Dispute, Spoils of the Vault, Thassa's Oracle, Lion's Eye Diamond, and then 1 random card, which could even be another land. So we'll put Gemstone Mine in there. So we'll put Oracle on the bottom, Gemstone above that, and then we'll do Lion's Eye Diamond, Spoils of the Vault, Deadly Dispute, play out the pedal, pass the turn. So now, I think we even beat Thoughtseize. They play Urborg, Lotus Petal, Chrome Mox. I can't tell what they imprinted here. It looks like Vampire Hexmage. It is. They have 3 cards in their hand. So we're going to draw Deadly Dispute, tap for a black mana, play Dark Ritual, play Deadly Dispute, sacrifice the Vault of Whispers. This looks like an Orcish Bowmasters. I don't really care about that. I mean, I could Veil of Summer here, too. What does that do for me? So if I Veil of Summer, I will draw a card. So I'm going to draw 3. So the Oracle's my bottom card. This just doesn't matter, so I will Veil of Summer. They Dark Ritual in response. Is this Opposition Agent? Which doesn't matter either. Sure. Yeah, you got it. Veil of Summer? They had turn 1 Opposition Agent and Orcish Bowmasters, and they're going to lose. Love it. So now I'm going to draw the Gemstone and Lion's Eye Diamond. And I don't even need to break the Lion's Eye Diamond to Oracle. We'll play Gemstone, play Lion's Eye Diamond. Play the Spoils of the Vault. We'll say Thassa's Oracle. Oh no, it was my top card. Bummer. Play the Oracle. Storm is 9. We win the match. How about that? Alright, so now we are 2-1 with 2 matches left to go. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Match number 4. We are on the draw, and I've opened up a turn 1 win. We will try this out. I have no clue what our opponent's playing today. Looks like they've taken a mulligan. A blue deck of sorts, okay. Dark Ritual. Okay, so I wonder if we can force through a win. Let's try Lotus Petal. Chrome Mox. I think you're actually supposed to imprint the Doomsday. So this would be 4-5. I'm 1 mana short, actually. So I wonder if I was supposed to imprint Beseech the Mirror then. I should have counted first. Yeah, that's a bummer. I'm an idiot. I thought I had enough to Burning Wish plus Beseech. I'm going to shame pass the turn now. Like, you could try to still force it. I think I'd rather just wait. That's my bad. It's worth noting if I did do the Doomsday play, I'd only have an untapped Chrome Mox, so I don't know if that actually would have worked. The Vault is fine here. So they're probably playing Reanimator based on the looks of it. Dark Ritual. We'll try Burning Wish. Ideally, they would Force of Will this Burning Wish, because if they let it resolve, then I think my plays like Thoughtseize pass, because I don't have enough mana to go Thoughtseize, Cabal Ritual into a threshold I don't have. So this is basically just black Pyretic Ritual. So Force of Will on Burning Wish is best case scenario. They let it go. So I wonder if instead if I should just Doomsday. I think I'm going to Doomsday. Imprint the Cabal Ritual. We will play Doomsday. This way I can play through a Daze where I couldn't before. And they Force of Will exiling Daze. Okay. They have 3 cards left. And Step Brainstorm. I have not played this game super well. And step Entomb. Yep. Opens up Force, Daze, and Tomb. Do you have the Reanimate as well? Here's a Brainstorm, so they're digging for it. They're tapping for a black. They found the Reanimate. What a hand. What a hand. They found Daze, Thoughtseize. They have not played a land yet, so I believe they can just go land, Thoughtseize, take my Beseech the Mirror. And then they'd still have Daze back up. Yeah. You got it. Redraw Duress. I suppose I'll play it. And they have Entomb plus another creature next turn. We'll take Entomb, I guess. I don't know how I possibly could win this. Like, I'd have to draw Deadly Dispute into Lion's Eye Diamond Echo of Eons. Like, what are the odds that happens? They attack for 7. They play Polluted Delta. They Brazen Borrower my Chrome Mox. So now even if I draw Deadly Dispute, I'd play it into a known Daze. And another Brazen Borrower. Sweet. Play the Lion's Eye Diamond. So I guess now my hope is that I draw exactly Echo of Eons. Underground Sea. They attack for 7. Ouch. They have Lethal on board. Can't use that. So we will go to the next one. Partially my own fault, because I could have played better to start this off. We'll bring in the Veil of Summers. I think Wishclaw just, like, isn't good enough here, so I'll take that out. And we'll try it again. Game number 2 on the play. So this is the problem again, where Echo can't do anything, because if, like, these Thoughtseizes, or if these Duress were copies of Thoughtseize, our deck could function, but as of it stands, it just can't. I think you're supposed to mulligan. What do we do with this? Like, Echo doesn't do anything and imprints for the wrong color. Like, you can't actually cast the Doomsday. I think you're supposed to keep this and just play a slower game, maybe? This deck just has a lot of natural friction in it. And I'm not trying to knock Art Vandelay's deck here. Like, that's not my point. I'm calling out struggles as I see them. And just, like, assuming that Echo works in all Storm decks without the tutors for Lion's Eye Diamond or anything else, like, it just feels very uncomfortable. Like, the Black Saga Storm deck has Entomb to pair with Lion's Eye Diamond, so that way you can Echo more consistently, or without Lion's Eye Diamond, since it puts it directly to the graveyard. The Epic Storm has Gamble. And the old Epic Storm list had 4 copies of Wishclaw Talisman. And here with only 2, it's also, like, Legacy sped up a bunch, where I don't know if Wishclaw Talisman is even playable anymore. They have a Wasteland. Sweet. Pass the turn. Polluted Delta. Mana Confluence. Play that, pass the turn. Underground Sea. And step Entomb. This card has got to go. I am so sick of Entomb. Like, I know that my podcast co-host Brian Cook thinks it needs to be Reanimate. I think Entomb is the real problem. The fact that they only have to play 1 Atraxa or 1 Gristlebrand or 1 Archon of Cruelty and then always have access to it, that's the real issue. Back when they had to be like a careful study deck, this stuff was never a problem. Because, you know, they didn't always have Atraxa or Archon of Cruelty or whatever. And now they just have the best creature for whatever matchup all the time. And I think a 1-mana Demonic Tutor to pair with your Reanimate is just too much. They hit Wasteland, Consign to Memory, Force of Negation, Orcish Bowmasters. Yeah, I mean, I'm just getting buried here. Yep. My best draw by far is Lion's Eye Diamond. They discard Troll of Khazad-dûm. We'll play the Vault of Whispers. Pass the turn. Polluted Delta. So now they attack for 7. I'll go to 13. Another Burning Wish. So that's another thing is, like, in your Chrome Mox deck, you want black cards to imprint so that way you can cast Doomsday. And it just seems like we're stuck with the wrong colors. So this will be an attack for 9, putting me to 3. Yep. They cycle a Troll of Khazad-dûm for an Undercity Sewers, and then they play it. And they kept the card on top. Duress. I don't think there's a world in which we win this, but I will play the Duress and see if they force. And then if they force, I could Veil of Summer into a theoretical Lion's Eye Diamond. So I'm going to give myself the out. We'll take the Force of Negation. And we'll try Veil of Summer, see if they respond. And they don't. So we lose the match. We are now 2-2 with 1 match left to go. The best legacy podcast? That would be Eternal Glory, featuring myself, Bryant Cook, alongside Brian Koval and Phil Gallagher. We're available on all major podcast platforms and YouTube. The final round with Mindkiller Doomsday. We're on the play. I'm gonna not beat the dead horse here, but I'm just calling out the double echo. We will mulligan. Well, we've opened up a Lion's Eye Diamond Echo. That's good. If I know for a fact our opponent likes to play blue decks. The issue that I'm seeing here is you have no way to play Burning Wish into the Thoughtseize and keep it protected. So I think instead of doing that, you're supposed to just go all in on the Echo and hope that it works. We'll play Lion's Eye Diamond. Another copy of Lion's Eye Diamond. Lotus Petal. Chrome Mox. Imprint Dark Ritual. We'll add 3 blue. And I'm only going to use the 1 Lion's Eye Diamond here because if I get Force of Will, which they do have, surprise, surprise, I have the ability to recover. Pass the turn. Tundra. Prismatic Ending. Nope. Okay, Nomads in Core. Okay. You draw a Gemstone Mine. Pass. They play Ponder. The Island. And Tameo. Vault of Whispers. Pass. Cephalid Illusionist, and that's going to do it. They're playing Nadu Winged Wisdom. They're playing Shuko, so there's probably a Stoneforge Mystic package in here, unless they're just playing it for the Urza Saga. There we go, I know words. It looks like it's just Urza Saga, no Stoneforge. In fact, I don't know why I said that. They haven't played Stoneforge in a while. I won't lie, sometimes I talk just to fill up the air, so that way things happen, and I should take a split second longer to just, make sure what I'm saying is correct. But yeah, this league's not going super well, so it is what it be. We'll bring in Veil of Summer, take out the Wish Claws, and we'll try this. And it's not really a reflection on the deck. I do think there are some deck building tensions that I don't love here, but also, I just don't love current Legacy. And you might be like, oh, well, your deck isn't doing well, that's why you don't like it. I hardly ever even play the Epic Storm. It's most of the time I'm playing donation decks or various decks for the channel. And I just don't think the current format is super fun, which is why I've been doing other things. So it's not really a reflection on the Epic Storm or combo in general. It's just, I think the gameplay of the top of the format is fairly miserable. On the play. So you might think that this looks good because you have Dark Ritual, Duress, Beseech the Mirror. But you can't bargain. You don't have anything to bargain because Lotus Petal is your initial mana. I will mulligan. So this is Protected Doomsday, but then I can't do anything on the second turn? No, it's not a Protected Doomsday. I would need a black and printable. So this hand actually does nothing. So I could go turn 1 Duress, turn 2 Dark Ritual Doomsday. That's the best I have here. So I guess we're going to do that. My opponent mulliganing to 4. Okay. We'll play Chrome Mox, Imprint, Dark Ritual. Play Duress. Take the Force of Negation. Pass the turn. So I think my best draw is Lion's Eye Diamond, because then I could go Dark Ritual Doomsday, build my 5-card pile, and then Echo of Eons and draw the entire pile. We did not draw it. I'll play Dark Ritual, play Doomsday. And this is sort of a spot where you are punished for not having Brainstorm to build your pile. That said, I think I can build a Lion's Eye Diamond pile here. So I just want to make sure. So Lion's Eye Diamond plus 4 other cards. So then Doomsday goes to the graveyard. That's 6 cards. And then Tendrils would be 7. And then the Echo gets exiled when I flash it back. I believe that works. 5 cards. Doomsday is 6. Tendrils is 7. So we'll do Lion's Eye Diamond, Lotus Petal, Thassa's Oracle, and like a Duress. So once again, 5. Doomsday is 6. Tendrils is 7. Am I not supposed to put a Tendrils in the pile? That's another question. Or not put a Oracle in the pile. No, I think I'm supposed to. Alright, we'll try this. As long as the top card is Lion's Eye Diamond, I think you're okay. Alright, pass the turn. They attack. Ouch. Meticulous Archive. Gets rid of a Windswept Heath. Lion's Eye Diamond. And we will flashback Echo of Eons. They drew Flusterstorm. I can't catch a break. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, jeez. You got it. We are technically still capable of winning. It's just unlikely. They play Ponder. They did not shuffle on the Ponder. Windswept Heath. So my next two cards are Lotus Petal Oracle, and then Duress is the bottom card. They grab a Savannah. They sacrifice a Clue. Attacks with the Tameo. We'll draw the other Lotus Petal. And you might be asking, why not play out the Lotus Petals? A lot of Cephalid Breakfast deck lists do play Prismatic Ending, and you don't really want to open yourself up to that. I'm sort of surprised they didn't sacrifice a Clue on my end step on the previous turn. Maybe they just forgot, but I think they probably wanted to do that. Okay, so we're going to play... I could wait a turn for the Duress, but if I Duress and then try to do it, I lose to a Daze, so I just don't think there's any real way to win this. I'm going to play it now before they can draw more cards. And they have a Force of Will. Okay, so that is the league. We went 2-3 with Mindkiller Doomsday. My feedback. So this is not a great Echo of Eons deck, as I said throughout the league. You just don't have the Lion's Eye Diamond consistently to make use of the Echo of Eons. I think that was pretty awkward. Your black count is a little low for Mox with the Doomsdays and the Beseech the Mirror. So, like, I just felt like there was a number of times where I couldn't make enough black mana to play Doomsday. That was a little odd. You can't imprint a Wishclaw Talisman to Chrome Mox, by the way, because it's an artifact. Like, I think Wishclaw in particular is a weak spot in the deck. I think Legacies move past this card. It's just too slow in the current format. So I'd probably look somewhere else than Wishclaw Talisman. I don't know what you necessarily gain by merging Doomsday with the Epic Storm. Like, it sort of seems like you have two fairly powerful strategies, and you mush them together, and now you have something that's like a little bit watered down of both. Where I don't know if it necessarily does anything better than the other decks that already exist. And I'm not trying to bash Art Vandelay's deck here. And Art, I really do appreciate you supporting the channel. It's just, why would you play this instead of something else? I guess that's my big question. And when my opponents had Chalice of the Void, Burning Wish into Pulverize was not an option because we're playing this artifact gold land mana base. So you do lose a little bit there, stuff like that. So I don't know if I have any solutions other than add Leyline to your board. I wanted Leyline of the Void. We faced 3 graveyard decks. We did not have it. It's something that I think would have been helpful. And then I don't know if 1 Beseiju is enough in the sideboard if you're not playing something like Gamble. That's another weak spot, at least in my eyes. So that's what I'm thinking. Everyone, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Provide feedback for Art Vandelay. Go join that Doomsday Discord to discuss the deck with them. All right. Have a great day. Keep storming. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. After you do that, open up our description where you can find all of our social media networks, including our Discord, where you can discuss today's deck in that Discord with me and tons of other combo masterminds. It's absolutely free to join, and it's certainly worth your while.